Hi everybody, my name is Peter Dadon. I am here with my older sister, Andrea Watts, who is by far the greatest older sister I will ever have. Andrea, thank you very much for doing this with me.
No problem, no problem.
How long have you been a curriculum resource teacher for?
Believe it or not, this is my first year. So I'm about like 6, 7, 8 months in. But before that I was a regular general education teacher that was within the classroom for about 3 years.
Okay, and when you were a regular teacher, what did you enjoy most about that?
The thing I enjoyed most, obviously the students, but like if I had to pick one thing that was like the best thing that I liked was having those quiet, timid students that had no like self-esteem or had no, they didn't really have a lot of skills to be successful. So like building that relationship, building that trust, helping them build that confidence to actually, come out at the end being like one of those like prodigy students where they've really grown, seeing that growth.
Okay, so basically just want to see them succeed and yet at the same time build their motivation and their self-esteem up.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, do you enjoy most of the time working in like a team environment or like an independent environment? Like you just working by yourself or working together with other teachers?
It's funny because, I could have taken a position only where it's like independent, but I like interacting with people. I like building that team because, like, I say like one team, one dream because I feel like the more you build each other up, the more you build yourself up.
Okay.
And you use each other as motivators. So I like the team environment way more.
Alright, and why do you like that as comparison to like having to work as an independent? Like,
I'm a people person, so I like being able to interact with different people, different personalities, plus the students. I build that community, that family, and even though I don't have a classroom myself now, I know almost all of the kids in the school by name. I know exactly, all of the kindergartners, I know their teachers, and it's so funny because they all know that about me, that I actually have some kind of personal connection with almost 800 students, as opposed to just the 25 that I used to work for.
Okay. Now, with that being said, what advice would you give to someone who is a first timer that is going for the same type of position that you are in or that you were in as a teacher?
Well, as far as the current position I'm in, it's not too far off from being a teacher. There are some differences. More than anything, you have to be extremely organized.
Okay.
Very organized. Same as being a teacher. Very dedicated, so you have to love your job. It's a lot of work, so you really do need to love it. You need to be able to work with other people and communicate and maintain a relationship with not only the teachers but also their parents of students, because you do run into them. And then, with me being able to deal with, challenges and being able to overcome them. So more than anything, having that growth mindset and that solution-oriented thinking. So you go in there, if there's some kind of problem that faces you, you don't just take it as defeat and say, oh, I can't do it. You think of what can I do to do this that's going to benefit everybody, and being able to then communicate that and then train teachers who are your peers.
Okay.
So.
Now, what do you enjoy most about your job?
I think being able to come across so many students instead of just the 25 students that I deal with as a teacher. Now I get to, like I said, deal with kindergarten through 3rd grade students. And I know them all, so I feel like I'm reaching even more students than I had done before.
So it's interacting with more students than just what you had inside the classroom as a regular teacher.
Being able to change more lives than just the normal 25 that I had dealt with
Okay,
before.
so basically you want to see how you affect not only the 25 that you originally had as a regular general ed teacher, but now as a curriculum resource teacher and generally help more than that.
Yeah, and to think about it, you have just 115 kindergarten, And then you have 125 in first grade, second grade, and third grade. So that's 250, and then another that's 375 plus the 150. So that's about 525 students. 550
And you're
students.
changing all their lives just by helping them, and
I like to think
God
so.
and God bless you for it.
Thank you.
What did you major in college?
I majored in early childhood education from grades 1 through 6.
Okay. And what made you want to major in that specifically?
I mean, a multitude of things, really. I mean, ever since I was little, I knew I wanted to be some kind of educator, some teacher. At first, it was like a dance teacher because that was my thing. But after that, I kind of honed in and did some student teaching during college and figured out what grades I wanted to do. But I always loved, playing teacher with my brothers and my sisters. I'm sure you know because I made you do it. I loved helping. That's my thing is I love to help. So every time that someone needed help with homework, as you know, I'd come in and help and fix those problems. And as many great teachers that I had a handful of bad teachers that, made me want to change, made me want to do something about it, and pretty much prove to them, like, you didn't do such a great job. It could have been done this way. So I guess to, make up for that.
Now, what do you like least about your job?
I mean, I think the hardest thing, I wouldn't say that I like the least. The hardest thing is trying to help people that don't want help.
Okay.
But need it. So, like, I want to help particular teachers and, model for them or give them suggestions. And some of them, a good majority of them do listen. They take my feedback into consideration. They take my, observations into consideration and the way I've modeled for them. And they try. And then there's just a handful that just don't. They're stuck in their ways. They kind of want to do what they want to do. And they think because I'm young, I don't know what I'm talking about. So I guess the fact that I'm young and having to prove myself is one of the things I don't like. Or the harder part of my job, not necessarily the least like, but the harder part of my job is probably trying to help those that don't want help, but they really should accept it,
Now, I know you said you majored in early childhood education for grades 1 through 6.
Mm-hmm.
What made you want to do that as far as dealing with older kids over that age group right there from 1 to 6 years old?
Oh no, it's grades 1 through 6.
Grades 1 through 6, sorry.
Mm-hmm. So what was the question?
What made you want to
do my position?
Yeah, do your position as far as going through
dealing with the old kinder through 3.
Yeah, 1 through 6 and instead of like an older age group.
Oh, I like the younger ones because I feel like I can still make a difference. I can kind of mold them and inspire them and get them at a young age. But don't get me wrong. I mean, I've worked with 6th graders and 7th graders, and they're a little bit more mature, so they understand, and I can formulate that relationship with them. And I like that. I don't know. I just like the younger kids a little bit more because I felt like I can kind of change them a little bit more easily, and plus I didn't want to have to deal with suspensions, so.
Okay, now, with everything that you've succeeded at in your, not in life, but in your career so far, what makes you proud? What makes you, proud of what you do as a curriculum resource teacher or overall as a general education teacher before?
Well, I'm a perfectionist, so I try to be the very best at literally everything I do, which is a curse. But I think that also makes me proud because if I'm given something, especially if it's challenging, I literally push myself to make sure it is done effectively, accurately, and authentically. Because there's nothing that displeases me more than doing something and not doing it the right way or being able to do it better. So I mean, that's just something that drives me and makes me proud is when, I have peers that come up to me and they say, oh, you're so inspiring, or you're so knowledgeable, or, I want to be like you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, really? Like, I'm just humbled by that, you know. So I just try to be the best, and you know, I'm proud that I can inspire not only like children but also adults.
Okay.
And especially like if I model for them and they see what I can do, you know, and they could look past my age and they can actually see how I am with students, and they understand. So I guess that makes me proud when they you know communicate that to me.
Okay.
So
Now, with you having to not only help kids build their self-esteem up, when you help kids not only build their self-esteem up, their confidence, when you see kids take every bit of advice that you give them to help them in life, no matter what age it is, it could be even an adult, for God's sake, even if you help an adult, when you see them take that advice and apply it inside the classroom or overall generally in life, what does that say to everything else that you've accomplished by helping them?
well, any kind of advice or like helpful hints that I give people, generally are that like I want to help them. It's only for the betterment of themselves. So I mean, maybe it sounds a little, you know, cocky, but usually when I do give the advice and the people do follow it, especially my students, usually it ends up in a better result. So the best thing is when people do take my advice, or you know, whether it be adults or students or children, whatever, what have you, they take my advice and they see success, or they see it helping them at least a little bit more than what they were dealing with before, and they let me know that. I love that. So, you know.
Alright, so it's primarily, so you love seeing that type of success, because nobody in any profession wants to see a fellow coworker or a student fail.
Oh, no,
we
no.
we always try and do something to help each other raise each other's self motivation or self confidence level. Overall, generally in life, we always do that together, and I can say that you've helped me a lot with that, and just by you helping me, it helped me get to where I'm at now. I'm doing well in school. I'm not the best of students, but you're
You're gonna get there bit by bit.
But you've helped me, and you helped me realize not only that, but also helped me realize what I can be, what I could potentially be, as far as career-wise goes. I could be anything I want to be. It's just where my mind is telling me that I want to be.
And that's, you know, that's literally what I do for my students too. Like, whatever they want in life, they can accomplish if they truly put in the work for it. That's what I try to tell them.
They gotta put in their time and work for it. Otherwise, they're not gonna succeed.
Whatever you put in life is what you get out. And you know, I tried to, even though I don't work specifically one-on-one with the 25 students that I normally would have, I see more students, I still try to mold them into better people or better versions of themselves of when they first came in to school. I try to keep building them and helping them grow into more than just, you know, information that they learned at school.
Alright, because like you and I both know as well, we all both used to be in high school, and every time like some like higher up student, like a senior or a junior that we knew was trying to like help us with something, we always asked like, what would you do for this type of specific project, or ask a teacher what would I have to do to improve on this, or what would I have to do to improve on that. And it just only made us better, because when we take that type of advice and then we apply it, we overall generally look now where we are now and see, as I said before, we are successfully doing better, both of us. You've helped me, I've helped you in some cases, and we both like helping kids. When I'm in, of course, my MMA gym, I help out with the kids' classes, and of course you help out with the kids in
That's cool.
at school. And so we both understand, like, now how to help adults out, and because sometimes some adults, they don't know exactly what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes some people always ask others, what could I possibly be at? And sometimes someone like yourself or myself could possibly help them with that.
Yeah.
And it could
Because
really...
we understand a certain amount of things.
Exactly.
You know, we all learn different things as we get older. I mean, we're all constantly learning.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know all the sports stuff, and anyone you come in contact with, you educate them on that. I educate people on how to do math and reading and writing inside.
Yeah,
social
pretty
studies.
much.
But,
And I can only say, for the simple facts, not only have you helped me realize what I could potentially be as far as career-wise, but helped me what I could be overall as far as a person, and bring, as I said, bring my self-motivation, my self-esteem up, and only just wanting to rise higher and higher, and potentially become that one person that's not ultimately the smart one, but like...
you just want to make me proud.
Just want to make you proud.
Which I already am.
As my older sister, and having to even have you in my life just makes me even more proud, and I say thank you for this. Thank you very much.
No
Thank you.
problem. No
Appreciate
problem.
it, Andrea.
Bye.
Bye.